That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Monday.
On a Tuesday.
I actually didn't step on it this time, huh?
You're learning, Rich. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Proud of you guys. Everybody good? Tuesday, Mike?
Yeah.
You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Mike was feisty this morning. You
Yeah,
know what
fired
looks
up.
great, though, TJ? You're talking about the Steelers. They're going to the AFC Championship game. You see Mike Tomlin found the camera and gave the old Top Gun thumbs up. They are feeling themselves.
They are.
Why can't this team be a part of the Final Four?
Why not? I totally hear you. They are 6-2. I actually was coming to work today, thinking about where I'm putting them in my power rankings tomorrow.
Better be high.
Okay, was that a threat? I mean, I don't understand.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to come off.
That was
so
menacing.
aggressive. I'm just
That was
saying.
aggressive and menacing.
Like he grabbed you by your shirt collar and put you up
Better
against
be,
the wall.
better be high.
Better be
Rich.
high.
We're not going to apologize for winning.
Thank you, Coach Tomlin.
I mean, you only got a 7-0 team in Kansas City and a 6-1 team in the Lions and a whole bunch of 6-2 teams. I guess it better be high.
They should be third.
Oh, really?
You just talked it out.
What about the Texans at 6-2? What about
Well,
the
the
Packers
Texans
at 6-2?
have no receivers. The
What about
Packers
the
have
Commanders
an
at
injured
6-2?
quarterback. The Commanders really haven't played anybody and got
You know
a
what?
fluke
Now,
Hail Mary.
Now you pissed me off. This is an overreaction.
Stay by your phone, man. I may need you.
I think it's an overreaction.
Russ looks good.
I will just repeat
Russ
again.
looks good,
I
Mike.
will repeat again what we said all summer long and all actually all summer long since the schedule came out and we saw that the Ravens have the entirety of their AFC North schedule, and this is when the Bengals, where everybody's like, Burrow's healthy, and we were all like, can Deshaun Watson be elite? Maybe the Browns. Like, we went higher register on the Browns, and we were all believing on the Ravens.
Yep.
We saw their entire schedule from Week 11 on.
Pittsburgh
schedule. It's their entire AFC North schedule that they have to do two things. Make sure the quarterback is set and make hay in the first half of the season.
Yep.
And here they are hitting their Week 9 bye.
And they've done it.
At 6-2 with their quarterback situation looking pretty damn set and good.
The best thing about us, though, is it's about us.
And then so...
Can you imagine if Dak didn't get them a couple weeks ago?
So
Hey,
the
it's
rest of it is, at this point in time, an overreaction.
They've lost 2 games by 6 points.
What else you got, Chris?
Man. All right, let's go to one of the teams that actually beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. We can all agree that Dallas is going to have a new coach next year, right? Jerry just needs to put Mike McCarthy out of his misery right now.
But what does that do? You're getting rid of your play caller and your head coach. So what are you going to do? Tell Mike Zimmer you're now in charge
you're
and,
up
and then hand the
and
offensive
elevate.
play calling out? Okay. It makes no sense
If you're
to do
going to
that.
fire the guy anyway, do it now.
Yeah, but right now you have. Why would you?
They're in
remove
13th place.
Why would
in
you
the
remove,
NFC?
Why would you remove your play caller and start from scratch and have everybody have to start learning everything new again?
TJ, are the plays any good anyway?
I mean, we have concepts of plays.
Who's the guy that would be? Who's the one who's dialing up the offense then? If you do that, come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that handles
that doesn't help.
anything. That does nothing. Look at what. How did it help the Jets?
But doing
how did it help
nothing,
the Jets?
doing nothing has gotten Dallas to this point.
That said, changing this right now is a total overreaction. Period. End of story. We will hear from Joe. Oh, by the way, it's a Tuesday.
Oh, did he speak?
Tuesday. Jerry Jones speaks on a Tuesday. What else, Chris?
Oh, man. All right, well, I had a different one written for the Colts.
But now I got to switch it up.
You want to know what I had?
Yes, please.
Here's what I had. If the Colts are serious about winning, Joe Flacco needs to start. Congratulations. They're serious about winning. Well, Joe Flacco is going to lead the Colts to the AFC South title.
Okay. I love your moxie, man.
Think about it.
Okay.
Houston is now down a second receiver who was, like, I don't know, a wide receiver 7 in my fantasy league, Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
They have no one to catch the ball. Joe Mixon has kind of been their whole offense.
Okay.
C.J. Stroud has looked less than compared to last year.
I would agree.
Sophomore slump a little bit.
I would agree on all of this.
This division is ripe for the taking.
Do we have the standings at the ready, if you don't mind?
Joe Flacco can do this, people.
So the issue, Chris, is something called What's the word for it? Maybe I have it written down here. Reality. Oh, there it is. There's the word right there.
Are you doubting this guy? Off the couch to the playoff last year with Cleveland?
They'd have to be 2.5 games better. They'd have to be 3 games better than the Texans the rest of the way.
All right, well, they're going to win this week.
Oh, against this 5-2 Vikings.
Against a sliding Vikings team?
A sliding Vikings team that lost twice in 5 days to the Lions and the Rams and are getting T.J. Hawkinson back, so the offense is actually going to improve. And again,
maybe we don't know what Hawkinson looks like. I know what Joe Flacco looks like.
It's the thorny issue of having lost both to the Texans. That's it. Texans have the tiebreak in their back pocket moving forward. And yes, they do have a receiver health problem at present going into the Jets, who can't they can't tie their friggin' shoelaces at this point in time consistently enough. So you're saying you're just assuming the Jets, who haven't won a game in over a month,
I know, giving your team the benefit of the doubt.
Texans, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
A road game.
Overreaction.
Road team struggle on Thursday night.
Fire today.
Then the Texans play the Lions and the Cowboys, 2 easily losable games.
Oh, suddenly now you're putting the Cowboys down as hold on. So you're putting the Texans down for the Cowboys as a winnable game. The Cowboys now can actually start looking at games and calling them winnable just because they're Dallas.
I mean, they have concepts of plays.
What else?
I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know.
Concepts.
I don't know. Rich, I'm looking ahead to next year because I want things out there in case they hit so I can say, hey, I'm right.
Yes.
We can agree things are not going good in Las Vegas, right?
I think so. TJ, you want to add a third Hosanna there?
For the
Raiders?
Yeah,
for the Raiders.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's safe to say.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
The Sanders will be in Las Vegas next year. Dion head coach, Shadur QB1.
I don't know about that, dude.
Tom Brady, new owner, has already said he's going to be involved in personnel and decision making.
That would be fascinating.
This is a splash.
Dion's already said he has no desire to go to the pros. Those things can obviously change. I understand that. Dion and Antonio Pierce, if I'm not mistaken, are represented by the same individual as well. That'll be a thorny way of going about business. I don't know. I think if there's any coach that's going to Vegas, Tom's going to have a say in this whole thing? Doesn't Tom want Bill? Isn't that the whole conversation? Beneath the radar.
How about splash? How about name recognition?
No,
How about selling tickets?
Oh, I'm not saying that isn't splashy or ticket sales.
And don't you think Dion's going to want his son to go to a perfect situation? He's not going to let him go to Cleveland or the Giants or any of these teams that are kind of, dumpster fires a little bit. He gets to coach his own son again in the pros.
Right now, the Raiders have the 7th pick. Might not be good enough.
They're going to keep losing games.
Shador. Okay.
They're going to keep losing games.
What else, Chris?
I just want it out there.
What else?
All right, we're already seeing wide receivers on the move right now already with the Deontay Johnson trade. And I think we're going to see some more before the trade deadline next week. Teams need to be calling the Bengals for T. Higgins.
That's not an overreaction. That's not. I don't know. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're the Texans, why wouldn't you? Say we already got Mixon. Let's get Higgins.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep adding from your offense.
Why not? He's not coming back next year. He's on his 5th year.
Right.
He's not going to get franchised again.
I just think the Bengals aren't out of it.
Oh,
that's it.
3-5.
I know. So what?
What do you mean, so what?
So what?
Have you watched them play this year? They don't look good at all.
I picked them to win the division.
0-4 at home.
I want to be right.
I understand.
I just don't think you're looking at Joe Burrow and say, hey, Joe, who just came out and said we have a win. They think it's a winnable scenario to have 10 wins by the end of the day. I just don't think the Bengals are ready to tap out of it yet. Now, if Cincinnati somehow loses at home to the Raiders, now you're kind of talking. But other than that, though, I think that's sure you can call. But I think the Bengals are hanging up on people.
I think you need to call.
You got one more?
Last one.
Okay.
Sometimes you look at a team and you just say, wow.
Wait a minute. If this is the one more, I mean, I don't know.
Well, it wasn't like a...
Oh.
Do you think we need one more?
Well, see, I'm not really surprised because I knew this was the last one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Other times there's one more. I'm like, whoa, there's one more?
So maybe I can be surprised?
Sure.
Is there one more, Chris?
Yeah.
Do you think we need one more?
Wait.
All right, we'll get one more.
Oh, my goodness. Where did that come from? I wasn't expecting that.
Doesn't it feel good to do that?
No.
Here it comes.
Nice. Okay.
Sometimes teams are just destined, right? Things break their way, this, that, the division stinks, and we're up here now.
I love the setup. I don't know what it is. Where's the pitch? Here comes the pitch.
Here it comes.
The Commanders are winning a playoff game this year.
Oh, I don't think that's an overreaction at all, bud.
Boom!
I don't think it's an overreaction at all. I think they win the NFC East. That's not a surprise at this point in time.
Not the favorites.
I got
Eagles
it.
are the favorite.
I understand the Eagles have won 3 in a row, and Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown an interception or it's turned it over at all since the bye week, and that helps.
Eagles are up here.
And Nick Sirianni went full private pile with his haircut, and everybody else is living in a world of poop. So I get it, but you can't sit here and say the Commanders are not winning the division. With conviction. You can't say that with conviction.
Not with conviction.
And if you wouldn't mind putting up the NFC playoff picture for me, let's say they stay the 2 seed right now, 3 seed. Even either one of those two. But they're the 2 seed right now. Oh, Commanders-Eagles would be a playoff game, wouldn't it?
Oh, I love that.
But what if it's Commanders-Vikings, Commanders-Packers in DC?
Commanders-Niners?
Those are all games that the Commanders can win due to the way they're playing.
Again, sometimes you're just destined. It's just your year.
I don't. Well, certainly looks
ball
that way.
bounces your way.
Certainly looks that way when you're allowed to get a free 15 yards to set up a Hail Mary in which you're running around for 12 seconds so you can throw it 60 yards in the air.
Right.
And one of the guy who tips it spent the first 3 seconds of the play stunting. Did I use that right?
That's stunting.
Thank you. Stunting. Did I use it right, gents?
Perfect.
All right. So that's not an overreaction.
All right.
Well done. Give ourselves a round of applause.
And I just want to pat myself on the back for being the bigger person here. I was going to do a one more, and I was going to troll you saying the Yankees are going to come back and win the World Series.
So what's that? Is that it?
Thank you.
But I didn't. Because as you know, coming back from 3-0 is possible.
Doesn't make you big
It is
when you
possible.
actually mention it.
No, I didn't do that.
No, but then you still did.
No, I didn't.
Then you said
I
you
didn't.
mentioned it.
I didn't do the one, so I pat myself
No,
on the
he
back.
thought
for
you
that.
said you was
All
okay.
right,
I thought
Spider.
you was okay.
Dance this drink over there.
What?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.